It's a DNA process that will take quite a number of time, a long time, I beg your pardon. So please, a number of days. So don't really rush to make conclusions about the numbers, because at this point in time, we cannot really say how is it. The only numbers that we are confirming to you, members of the fourth estate, is 18. But the rest, kindly let us give time going forward. As you may be aware, there is a presidential directive in response to the tragedy, and the president has conveyed his sincere condolences through the presidential proclamation number 2 of 2024. He has declared a 3-day period of national mourning from dawn on Monday, 9th September 2024, to sunset on Wednesday, 11th September 2024. During this time, the Kenyan flag and the East African Community flag, and Honorable Kanini Kega is here, shall be flown at half-mast at State House. All Kenyan diplomatic missions, public buildings, grounds, all military bases, posts, and stations, as well as naval vessels of the Republic of Kenya and throughout the entire territory of the Republic of Kenya. The Deputy President visited the school yesterday and urged Kenyans to avoid speculation on the number of deaths, the fate of the missing, and the cause of the deadly inferno, and instead called for patience, awaiting the conclusion of investigations. We really want to thank the security agencies, led by the Ministry of Interior and National Coordination, whose CS was here yesterday, which has already launched investigations and has directed the deployment of national government agencies in central Kenya to coordinate operations, with the regional commissioner, who is here, of central Kenya, providing periodic updates on recovery efforts, psychosocial support, and evacuation operations which are ongoing. The police have since cordoned off the place, so that's why we are doing it outside here, because inside now it's a crime scene. And for your information, that multi-agency is very well coordinated. Even the government pathologist is here, Dr. Uduor, and they are working with the director of homicide at the DCI, and they are already making sure that they recover the bodies so that the other process can continue. So we cannot get in there because of that reason, because it is still very, very delicate. But also to say at this point in time that we have a main committee at the county level, led by the regional commissioner as the chair, with the county governor of Nyeri, Honorable Mwalimu Kahiga, also traumatized by this situation, the councillors, the 63 councillors are available for that matter. Conclusion of the investigations. While the cause of the fire has not yet been conclusively identified, the government confirms that it has mobilized all relevant agencies and continues to work diligently to conduct this investigation throughout. Those found responsible will be brought to justice, and the CS will be talking about that. The government is committed to ensuring accountability for every learner. To ensure the safety remains a top priority for the government will continue to follow through to ensure that the relevant policies are strictly adhered to. And we call upon all schools to comply fully with these regulations to safeguard the well-being of our children and prevent such tragic incidents from happening again. Once more, to the bereaved families, poleni sana na Mungu awalinde. We shall be giving daily briefings so that then we can get it in written format. So we shall release this statement shortly. But before that, allow me to welcome Joan from the Office of the First Lady to make a comment. Well, later. You'll come at the end, yes. Joan.
Thank you so much. I'm here to just convey deepest condolences from the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. As you know, she's currently away on official duty, but Her Excellency is deeply, deeply grieved by this happening in our nation. And she sends her love, her prayers to the bereaved family, to the community, to the teachers, to the parents of the deceased. And Her Excellency is very keen to ensure that this matter is looked into to identify what the root cause is. And as a team, she has sent us with food, over 50 bags of rice and other materials.
na mzazi na wale wengine watatu wanaendelea kupata matibabu. Asanteni siku ya leo. Pia ningetaka nichukue nafasi hii nimkaribishe waziri hapa Nyeri. Mahali ulipo hapa ni Kieni. Sehemu ya ubunge ya Kieni ni constituency kubwa kabisa ambao ni 51% ya area ya Nyeri, na ningetaka nikukaribishe pia nikiwa na
will not take place, but it so happens. So as a Ministry of Education, we are looking into the root cause. We want to examine ourselves and find out what is the root cause of these incidences. And we have policies in place. We have school safety standards that were passed in 2020 that schools are supposed to adhere to. The investigation that is whether there was compliance with those rules and regulations. And perhaps as a country, it has reached that time when we look at those rules and regulations, which are policies, and find out whether it is time for us to move them a step further and make them laws, so that there are penalties that will attach. Because we cannot go on like this as a country. There were between 9, I think, and 13 very young children in an environment where they are supposed to be safe, and then something happens. We yet do not know what the cause is, but whether it is an electrical fault or an act of arson, we will need to deal with it in a sense that there is a better way of resolving these issues. Opportunity to thank those who have given donations to support the community around here, so we can get something to eat, and because there was a lot of pain once this particular tragedy occurs. So thank you so much, the First Lady and the rest that have contributed. We wish to thank the President also for the guidance that he has given in handling this particular crisis. As you know, there is a 3-day national mourning next week, which is also supposed to give us an opportunity to examine ourselves and find out what is it that is ailing us, that we keep getting these tragedies involving children. So it is disheartening. It's disheartening, and it's time we get a solution to it. So thank you so much. I do not want to talk much because we've agreed that there is going to be one source of information through the RC. So the updates will come from one point so that we don't have confusing information out there. But now you can have an opportunity to ask questions.
I want about 3 questions. Useme ni media gani na unaelekeza swali lako kwa nani? So who wants to go first? Yes. So go first. Let me be then Sikolia number 2. Who is number 3? A lady. Yes, you can ask. The 3 of you, then we can see whether we can.
My name is Daniel from Spokeperson agency. My question goes to and I would like to ask how prepared are the schools in the region and in case of such emergencies? And to ensure that those measures are put in place and that they are adhered to. Are there like emergency drills being done in schools to ensure that?
Thank you, Sikolia.
Thank you so much. My name is Enoch Sikolia from CGTN. My question still goes to the CS. You well put out safety guidelines were given in 2020. That is 4 years ago. And I remember at that particular time, the ministry went around, they did a research and found out that many schools had not adhered to. And clearly, the ministry ever did a follow-up on that, because having found that it hadn't, or most schools had not adhered to, but what followed after that? What followed?
Okay, Sikolia. Yes, Anita from BBC.
My question is what is the contact tracing process? How are you contacting these so far from the 70?
The last question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think let me first answer, then the CS can finish. The contact tracing is being done by the DCI and the government pathologist, Anita, and the Red Cross. So
through that number.
And through number 1199. So we have figures, but they are really a difficult process, because we have to match whatever we are finding on the ground with the particulars. And allow me to leave it at that. So that requires some time. So allow us to give you the only figure that we can confirm as at now is that there are 18 fatalities. But the tracing is the 1199. Some parents have already returned the students as per directed by the PS yesterday. But we are saying, using GAO and number 1199, we'll also reach out so that we minimize that as a way forward, as the CS has directed. And also, please, we are asking, if you have any child there, let us account for these children, so that then we do not have a situation where they are missing and we don't know where they are. So as at now, the number is 18, but the process is very protracted. It is scientific. Let us leave it at that.
You had said 26 though. You had said over 26. Can you use that number?
No. The official number is 18.